Get me? I'm on a narrowboat. This isn't ours. This is our good friend Phil's from Locking Through Life. You may have seen his channel. We were with him at Whitchurch when the breach occurred. But yeah, this is his lovely boat, Rincewind. He's gone to see his mum because it's his mum's birthday, and he's got a few appointments back in his homeland. And yeah, so he asked if Anthony, myself, and Sebastian would like to stay on his boat. And it's not been a chore at all. We've loved every minute of it. The minute we got here, we've had beautiful weather. The swallows have arrived. The skylarks have been singing. Beautiful sunsets. And yeah, this definitely feels like home to us, being back on the canals. And we can't wait to get back on a boat of our own. So our new boat, Dexter Star, is in the UK. It arrived yesterday at Wincham Wharf. Unfortunately, bless him, Anthony had to go to work. It was too short notice for him to cancel, so he couldn't get the time off. But our good friend Caroline from One Day More drove all the way from Droitwich Marina, which is a 2-hour drive, to the boat, and then took me to Wincham Wharf, which is incredible. So a big thank you to Caroline. And she kept an eye on Sebastian as well while I did some filming. So I actually cruised a boat with Artie from Elton Moss and Rob from Ortomarine from Wincham Wharf. It's about a 3.5-hour cruise, no problems at all the way to King's Lock at Elton Moss's boatyard. And there's a few jobs to be done on it yet. The sign writing, waiting for our sofa, a mattress, TV bracket, just things like that really, that were easy to do in this country. And I think it'll probably be a couple of weeks before it's ready for us to cruise. Well, yeah, we love the boat so far. It's got a really nice feel to it. We love the colour. If you don't know yet, it's Skyfall, which is like a silver blue colour. Yeah, we love it. This week's video, Phil and myself with Sebastian went down to, where did we go? Droitwich Spa Marina. My memory's getting terrible. Last week to see our friends Den and Andrea launch their new boat from Ortomarine. And that boat is called Electric Dreams. It's a beautiful boat. It's not new, it's 8 years old. But to look at it, you would think it was new, because Ortomarine have done a fantastic job changing it from a diesel boat to a parallel hybrid narrowboat. So it runs on electric, but you can also run it on the engine as well. And yeah, so enjoy this week's video, and I'll see you at the end. It's Wednesday morning, it's quite early, and I'm in the car with, look who it is.
Morning.
It's Phil. Where are we off to, Phil?
We are going to Droitwich Spa Marina to see the launch of Den and Andrea's new boat.
So, yeah, Den and Andrea are the lovely couple that over the Whitchurch breach that happened before Christmas asked us if we'd like to go around there for Christmas dinner. They'd never even met us before, they just watched the videos, which is really lovely. And they're a really nice couple, and they've had a boat built by Ortomarine, and we're going to look at it today. Actually, the boat was refurbished by Ortomarine, yes. But Andrea's got very good taste, and she likes nice things, so they've done quite a lot to this boat. So we're going to go and check it out, and just to be there at their launch as well, we thought might be nice. Well, we made it just in the nick of time. They're just about to lift the boat into the water.
It's launch day. How are you feeling?
Yeah, very excited.
Yeah, really looking forward to this after so long.
How long have you been waiting for this boat now?
6 months.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, and how long is the boat? 57?
57 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, very nice.
And the sun's come out especially for us. Let's hope it stays.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to rush to get the canopy up before the rain arrives this afternoon.
The forecast was rain for the day, but so far we've been lucky, and it stayed dry, at least for the launch itself. It's very windy though, not ideal conditions for lifting what's usually around 17 or 18 tonnes of steel. It's always a relief when your boat's back safely in the water. And we asked Den and Andrea how they were feeling.
Absolutely brilliant.
Very relieved.
Are you a bit nervous watching it go up?
Absolutely.
Very. And I was even less nervous when I just looked in the engine bay and there's no water in there. So we're not sinking yet.
That was a good thing.
But it is.
And after the usual checks, the plan is to get the new canopy cover on and fill the boat with water and fuel. And this is Den and Andrea's maiden voyage on their new boat, Electric Dreams. They did really well in those strong winds, but they've still got to moor the boat up. We spoke to Caroline from Ortomarine and asked about the changes they'd made to this boat for their clients, Den and Andrea.
So when Dan and Andrea first came to see us, they were actually interested in buying second-hand Whatnot, which was up for sale at the time, which is a parallel hybrid boat. But unfortunately, the interior didn't really fit with what they were ideally looking for, and it would have taken quite a lot of money to make it as they wanted it. So we also had an older boat up for sale, Eau Rouge, which was built in 2017, one of our first private boats, but it was a diesel engine boat. We were also, over the winter, we'd taken back one of our other older boats, Bartimaeus, which was a parallel hybrid. They wanted that converted to a series hybrid. Basically, they'd found that they'd done all the rivers they wanted, and they now wanted to just pootle around the canal network, and they felt that the serial hybrid would be more suited to their needs. So I sort of thought, oh, how about if we take the parallel hybrid out of Bartimaeus, put it in Eau Rouge, convert it, and then Andrea can go to town on the interior and decide what she wants to do, because Eau Rouge was lower budget because it was a diesel boat and it was a little bit older. So that was what we ended up doing. Poor Rob then had to actually do the physical electrical conversion, which was more complex than I'd originally thought, mainly because Bartimaeus had lead acid batteries, wet traction cells, and the only space on this boat really was for lithium. We didn't have an area that we could put a massive amount of lead acid batteries. So I'm sure Rob will talk to you about the technical challenges faced with the physical propulsion conversion. But essentially the boat inside, there were several areas that Andrea wanted to put her stamp on. First of all, they actually didn't want, it was a it was a cassette toilet originally. Now, Den and Andrea have hired Ollie Owl previously, which is a pump out toilet, and they really were settled on wanting a pump out toilet. So we had a stainless steel tank fabricated. We ripped out the bed. We ripped out most of the bedroom, in fact, and put a new stainless steel waste tank under the bed. We built a new bed with a side lift gas strut, so they've got storage in and around the tank. They also wanted more storage than was originally in the bedroom, so we put an additional storage unit. We changed the wardrobes. So that was really the bedroom. The bathroom, it had quite a dark shower board which they wanted to lighten up, so we changed the shower panels. They also, from Ollie Owl, liked a tower panel shower which has little jets and other things, other fancy things, so we put one of those on for them. A new pump out toilet, and we left the vanity as it was. Then into the living room. We didn't do a great deal in the living room itself because it was a fairly open plan boat before, with a sofa bed barn sofa which they kept. The galley, we extended that. We put new wooden worktops on the one side, but we kept the one side and the Belfast sink that was originally on the boat. So they've now got a breakfast bar and a nice big sofa bed. Okay. So the other area that needed a little bit of attention was the external paint work. Obviously the boat's over 7 years old, 8 years old. So the former owners had kept the paintwork actually in incredibly good condition. So we didn't have to do much to the cabin sides apart from polish them up a bit. The bow area and the stern area we did do a repaint. We also repainted the roof because we wanted to fit a lot of solar. So we removed plank and pole racks. They're now stored inside, and we put 8 new 200-watt solar panels. The advantage of this boat, really, it's a 57-foot go-anywhere boat, and a lot of the interior layout did fit with what Dan and Andrea wanted. So although the budget did somewhat get exceeded, they've now got, hopefully, the boat of their dreams. So, yeah. So we fitted these blinds to the doors, which are blackout and thermal, so they're really good. All the blinds, we recovered the headboard as well. That wasn't the colour that went with Andrea's designs. So this is the shower and the changed shower panels that they had fitted, and the new pump out toilet. Oh, the other thing we did was we covered the existing. These were both existing units, but we put a sort of solid work top on them to preserve them so they don't get water damage. Oh, and we put a new mains voltage light and cabinet. So I think that's. Andrea cleaned the sofa, so it's the original sofa bed. Oh, all the windows were replaced as well because they were just single glazed windows before. So they're now double glazed Coldwell's windows. Yes, all new blinds in here. We've also put the poles up here so we don't need to store those on the roof. So this is all original here, the original tap, original Belfast sink. We have got new cupboard doors on. All the units are original. This breakfast bar we extended, so this is new this side. They wanted a mini fridge freezer, so that's new. And they also wanted a washing machine. There wasn't a washing machine on the boat before, so we've given them a little washing machine in there. All this back area is new because we've had to accommodate the lithium batteries under the step here, and we've also radically overhauled the control system, our Automate system, which Rob will tell you about. And we also moved the calorifier, which was in this cupboard. We moved that into the engine room to make room for the batteries under this area, under the steps. They've had a new pram cover and again new cushions on the stern deck. On all our new boats now we always fit plinth drawers, but actually this boat wasn't fitted with plinth drawers to start with, so we've fitted them where we can. We also gave them a dual recycling bin they wanted, and there's a pull-out larder unit as well there that was original. We've just changed the doors on that. Plenty of drawers. We actually took the oven out. This was a gas. It had gas on board before as well, but because we were going all electric, we took the gas out. We took the gas cooker out. They decided that they would be happy with an induction hob and an air fryer. So rather than have an oven that was taking up space that they hardly ever use, they've got an air fryer they'll get out for cooking, and they've got extra storage now.
Here we are, drinking champagne.
No, I'm not used to this. I usually travel with the poor people.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so we've basically built this boat back in 2016-17 as a straight diesel boat. It's then came up for sale, and as part of the arrangements for that sale, the new owners asked if it could be converted to parallel hybrid. So it's been a bit of a challenge in terms of the layout of the boat, because it was originally just a straight diesel. So the space and the capacity for extra batteries and the motor were a little bit limited. But we've managed to basically take a parallel hybrid older boat and then install that into this boat. We've also changed the battery system to 800 ampere hours of lithium or lithium phosphate ion. So hopefully they're now in a position where they do actually have a parallel hybrid boat that can be used on any kind of waters as a straight diesel, but then obviously got the fallback of electric for the silent cruising. So the engine was a Beta 50 horsepower, the keel-cooled standard Beta, with the hybrid marine electric motor installed in parallel to the diesel engine. Because space was quite limited on this install, there wasn't enough engine room to install the clutch mechanism that hybrid marine supply, which allows them to charge the batteries when moored up without having to run the propeller. So we've basically installed a 48 volt 100 amp alternator. So now that can be charging the batteries when they're moored up, just with the engine running. It gives them an extra little bit of a boost charge, so they don't have to be cruising to be charging the batteries. And that's all linked into the tech, so it's all monitored, and we're trending and logging all of that capacity as well.
Prop, is it 3-blade prop?
It's a 3-blade 18x12 prop, which we've, as a result of our sort of trials day, we did feel that the 18-12-3 was a good compromise prop and gave very good performance figures for this type of boat with the diesel engine and the electric motor.
And finally, what's it been like working with Den and Andrea? We've got to know them really well.
Absolute nightmare. They're the neediest customers we've ever had. You will edit this out, don't worry. Yeah, no, they've been absolutely a joy to work with. They've helped out actually with lots of aspects of the conversion. They've done a lot of the interior sort of improvements themselves. They've restored the stove. They basically cleaned top to bottom and done a lot of the soft furnishings themselves. So yeah, it's been really, really helpful having Den and Andrea on board.
Our worry is that Den, being an ex-RAF pilot, is going to find it very slow, isn't he?
He is, yes, and he'll be wanting to take off probably, and yeah, the engine's going to get a thorough workout. Yeah, so yeah,
Good
all
job for
good.
experienced boaters.
Yes, yeah.
Brilliant.
So we wish them a lot of luck. Yeah.
Done mine.
Oh, you beat me. It's not a game. It's not like a generation game, Andy. It's not a race. What are you filming this for, Paul?
It's like the Krypton Factor. And the last contestant left is Phil
I
Johnson.
was never very good at the Krypton Factor. I always wanted to do the assault course at the end. It's not easy when you put a shade on and you can't see what you're doing.
Can you manage it, or should we undo that?
Yeah, it takes it off and doing.
Well, that's better.
Do you know why it doesn't fit?
Sorry, I've given you. It's my
given-
fault.
Oh, I've got the wrong ball.
It's trying to put a bayonet in a screw.
No wonder it can't go in.
We apologise, Phil.
My fault. Sorry.
Just listen to that rain. Marvellous.
Cute those, aren't they? No.
Because they're in the way already, aren't they?
We thought we'd give Den and Andrea some time on their own and take Sebastian for a walk and have a look at the facilities at Droitwich Spa Marina. This is one of the toilet blocks and it was spotlessly clean.
Laundry room. Sink. Ironing board and iron. Looks like 2 washers and 2 dryers. Yeah. Very clean, isn't it?
Yeah,
They've even got a dog shower. And there are 6 showers in this block. That's really good, isn't it? Let's check out the showers. Very nice, look at that. Yeah, so very nice clean showers and underfloor heating. Ah, that's a luxury, isn't it? Well, very clean toilet, shower block, and also laundrette. Laundry room, I should say. Yeah, very nice facilities. I'm very impressed. Perfect pond for frogs, that.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm seeing if there's any frog spawn or wildlife in this pond.
See, we brought Sebastian to this dog field, and then I just happened to spot that it's got a great big pond in the middle.
He'd have been straight.
It'd have been straight in, and then straight onto Den and Andrea's new boat, all wet.
Shaking.
Check-in, wouldn't you? I know you're looking, thinking, let me go for a swim, but you're not.
Back on the boat with Den and Andrea, suitably fed and watered, and we're asking them why they've bought a boat.
Well, we'd hired boats for several years, because I'm fully retired now, and Andrea's always been retired since we had a child. And we thought we'd take the jump and buy our own eventually. And it's been a good experience all round, especially with Ortomarine. Excellent to work with. They helped us find a boat, and then they've converted it into the boat of our dreams. So it's brilliant, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And why have you gone for electric?
I love technology. I've always had motorbikes that are the latest with the electronics and all the fancy add-ons and so on. And I like the idea as well of efficient, quiet boating. I think the quietness, isn't it, we like the most.
Absolutely.
When you're cruising along, you hear the birds and the rustle of the water and leaves and not much else. So for us, we thought, electric's the way to go. But we also want to do rivers and estuaries, and we thought, well, you can't beat big 50 horsepower engine when you want to get out of trouble in that sort of situation. So we've gone for a diesel electric with the parallel system, where you can be driven by either the electric motor alone or the diesel motor alone.
And it's gas free, isn't it? And you've gone for solid fuel fire?
Absolutely. Gas, I think, is quite dangerous on a boat, and it also freed up a locker space to get rid of those gas bottles. The solid fuel fire was already on the boat. And Andrea loves those, don't you? She
do.
always likes a real fire wherever possible. So
You want to light that tonight, don't you?
I certainly do.
Yeah.
Even if it's too warm, just because we can.
Yeah. And does it feel nice, because you've gone from hiring boats and you've usually got to return them within a week or two, to knowing that you've got your own boat and you can go out for as long as you like, really, can't you?
Yeah.
That feels good.
yeah, we anticipate that. Obviously, we haven't experienced it yet. I guess initially we might start thinking in the same mindset as we've got to go so far, and we might have to think about going back. But it'll take us a little while. Initially, we will be coming back to this marina, but in 2 or 3 weeks' time, we'll set off on a one-way long journey and relax into it, we hope, and really enjoy it.
Yeah. So we got to meet you just after the Whitchurch breach, just a couple of days after, because you're sort of from that area. We think you've got a very interesting background. Do you want to share your background, the two of you, with us?
Your background first.
Worked for an airline, and that's how we met, because
Yeah.
you were a captain on there, and
Yeah, I was married previously, which didn't work out. It wasn't really a happy experience. I did have 2 sons, and that was the positive that came out of that. And I was single for a few years. I met Andrea, and it's been great ever since. But my background was from school, leaving with just O levels, and I joined the RAF initially as an apprentice to service aircraft. Went gliding, enjoyed flying. The instructors said I had a good aptitude for flying. Got selected for aircrew in the RAF, and ended up as a fighter pilot flying Jaguars and Tornadoes operationally for about 20 years. And then they were going to promote me into a job which meant I was I'd be on the ground. More senior you get, the less you fly. Didn't fancy that, so I left at that stage and joined the airlines, and then did about another 20 years flying airliners, which I enjoyed as well. I got a bit fed up towards the end because there's too much flying at night, weekends, public holidays, and your social life is quite, well, upset in many ways, isn't it? I had to miss out on quite a lot of stuff going on. So I retired when the airline expanded, and there's a bit of a downturn in the industry. They were laying off pilots, and they paid me to leave, basically. So I retired early, and I've never looked back. I've really enjoyed my retirement so far. We've had our own little aeroplane, and we've done all sorts of stuff
And
really.
then thought we'd go for the opposite, quiet way of life.
Go from 100 miles an hour in our little aircraft down to about 3 miles per hour in a narrowboat. So,
Yeah.
And we asked them what the experience had been like working with Ortomarine to build their boat.
Meeting Caroline, Robert, Ortomarine, and all the staff are absolutely fabulous. And we just decided we'd like an electric boat, and Caroline came up with the option of being able to convert a used boat into a boat of our dreams, and they've really surpassed themselves down to every last detail.
all the team there.
They're fabulous.
Yeah, Paul, Sean,
Kerry.
Graham, Kerry. Yeah, they've got a good team there, and they really look after their customers.
Good, that's good to hear. Well, good luck in your cruising. It's been really nice getting to know you both, and thanks for chatting to us today.
Thank you.
It's our pleasure, thank you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing that boat. Den and Andrea are a lovely couple, and we wish them the best of luck on their new ventures out on the canals, on the rivers as well, because I think they're heading up north and want to get as far as York this year, so good luck with that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.